I've been waiting on this. Devil in the booth, I'm sitting on this. Don't touch the stove, I'm baking on this. I'm Freddie, I'm Mike, I'm Chucky, I'm Jason on this. You shaking on this, got some for hating on this. Look, all my celebrity crushes, I already. Be mad cause I did it already. I told them make sure to my dinner already. And I did it all and they you can tell me. Boy, what I wanted, you can give me. Got plenty of Benjis, but now it's more money, more problems. I should've listened to Biggie. And this type of living is not for beginners. You can't.
It's the Pelicans at home for a little interconference action in New Orleans. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And, of course, Donovan Mitchell. It's our first glimpse of him looking good in his new Pelicans jersey.
Man, that trade is something that has just electrified this entire fan base, the players, the people working for the organization. They think it may be that piece of the puzzle necessary to finally get this team over the hump.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. From 11 feet away, that shot off. Atlanta with the ball. Johnson the screen. Inside. Pelicans with the rebound. And here is Mitchell. To the inside. Here's Heaney. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And what a matchup we have here in the front court break.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Down low, and the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
To the paint, it's stolen by Johnson. Fast break here come the Hawks. Here's Dang. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Pelicans. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Excellent pass from Mitchell. His teammates are so fortunate to have a guy to make them better.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Johnson the screen. Lobbed up there for Johnson. And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's blocked. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
Maybe that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game, for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Dang with the buckets.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now Dang. Following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nothing on the board. They double him with Dang. Here's Heaney. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Yeah, I feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1-for-4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
They have also been superb at blocking shots. Just the timing has been impeccable, setting the tone on the defensive end and making those guys think about what they're doing with the ball.
Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
And that one is good from Zubac.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Holmgren off with the layup. Pelicans leading by 5. And a deep three from Hield. They get it again to the wing on the left. Here's Zubac. Lays it up and banks it in. Zubac has got his second basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Pelicans on top, up 7. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
For 3, Bridges. Green with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 7. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Zubac. Melton with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot by Hield, nobody around. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Right side, Williams. Here's Dang. Off target at the rim. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. Here's Zubac. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 5 points in the game. Pass to Gafford. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Now Zubac shoots it up. Tries again. That one, no good. Good D by Holmgren. The Hawks trail by 9. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Hield from outside. Drills the three-pointer. Hield's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pelicans.
Well, Hield can make a living out there from behind the arc. Doesn't need a lot of room to get his shot off, and he drains that one with ease.
And the rejection by Zubac.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Brent, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and we're seeing a larger influx of talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Well, good stuff, D.A. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. Bridges outside. And the three ball is good.
Just so precise off the pass. I like how Bridges prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way.
And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old school centers.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player. Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Williams, that's good.
Love to see the pass-first nature of Draymond Green, and for good reason. He's got a lot of good shooters on the ball club. But as a 4 or as a 5, that passing skill pays off big time.
Here's Zubac. Takes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points. Driving the lane. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks.
Here's Zubac. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action in just a minute.
21.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Now Young. Johnson the screen. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Poked away. 5 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. On the inbound, pass to Edey. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Mitchell. And then jammed down as he goes right over Daniel Gafford.
And one of Mitchell's great attributes, strength and explosiveness at the rim.
The kick out to Young. Johnson the screen. Shoots from the high post. Pelicans with the rebound.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And it's blocked. And they recover it. Young looking it over. And he gets the bucket.
Trey's so dynamic in the pick and roll. He runs that set as well as anyone in the league.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 8. Buries it down low.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Here's Mitchell. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting very healthy, 6 for 9.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Here's Mitchell. Pass to Edey. Fires from deep. They get the rebound. Here is Daniels. Here's Edey. He has 5. A little shot fake there. Got the D out of position. Edey's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Bam! Jalen Johnson taking flight.
Pelicans leading by 13.
2 minutes remaining.
To the middle. Here's Edey. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
To the inside. And stolen by Portis. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Number 7.
3rd quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 13 points in the game. Pass to Holmgren. And stolen by Thibault. Launches a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Thibault got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Young in the corner. 55 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Shot to stop the run. And the shot no good, a bit short.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The Hawks trail by 20. Pass to Holmgren. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Johnson the screen. Lobbed up there for Johnson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Nice pass and strong finish. Johnson just powering that one down.
3-second difference between shot clock and game time.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
And they call an illegal screen here.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
12 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Zubac. Holmgren with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And so it's New Orleans with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And their ability.
33.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Here he goes. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And a long windup and strong follow through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. The kick out to Dang. Holmgren with it. Zubac defending. On the wing, Melton. Inside. And that one is good from Zubac. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
We also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Bridges, no one around him. His three-pointers off the mark. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Look, if he plays the minutes, there's no doubt Zubac is going to get you double-double.
And Johnson now top of the key. Green left side. There's the drive. Stolen by Zubac. It's stolen by Dang. It's stolen by Hield. Here's Bridges. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the energy and athleticism of Bridges is off the charts. He is a tough cover for the defense.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Here's Green. Bridges with the board. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Down low, Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And now here comes Dang, leading the break. And it's Green with the jam.
And once Green gets the ball there, not much you can do defensively.
Pick by Bridges to the left side wing. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
And there's the drive. Zubac in the post. And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter.
One of those nights where Zubac's extremely active on the offensive end.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. For three, Bridges. And it's Deng with the rebound. Here's Atlanta now.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Zubac.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
And the wide open shot from Green. The Hawks again can't hit. And a deep three from Hield. The long distance three is buried.
Yeah, nice to see Buddy Hield. This is where he gets his bread and butter kind of plays, sinking the deep triple.
They get it back.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. To end the run, it's hauled in by Zubac. Now Melton. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
One-on-one, pull up with tens. One-on-one, never again. One-on-one, when get the cake in the butter, I count it like hustle the money all in. Rhyme in the town in the drop top coupe in the motor in the trunk, you can hear. Hearing all about how they want me to lose, but I'm W, due for a win. One-on-one, missing it up. One-on-one, missing it in. One-on-one, messing with kick. One-on-one, and that's it. Come to the spot, I got one-on-one pieces, and all of them cost me a grip. Come to the US, good service, I'm ready to tip. You know when I'm hip, I don't got a trip. You know I ain't no little bit of shrimp. We switching locations in the gym. She said she don't wanna say Gunna no more, and she about to start calling me him. I'm him. I need you making it hot. The stakes is high, the prices is high. I'm about to fly to Dubai. I'm gone. Horse and boo, HB on the tie. I with the one-on-one ride. And cup in I let her slide. I come to get mine. Pop out on the beat like surprise. One-on-one, pull up with tens. One-on-one, never again. When get the cake in the butter, I count it like hustle the money all in. Rhyme in the town in the drop top coupe in the motor in the trunk, you can hear. Hearing all about how they want me to lose, but I'm W, due for a win. You know I'm
target, what I feed. I'm on the block, I chase, yeah. Yeah, you know I'ma keep. I be out here. They be cutting lights out. We gon' pull up creep. We got 4 deep in the photo Jeep. My butt is hilly on the seat. My I feel like the way with the heat. Made him do the running, man. We said something right there at his feet. Yeah, you're sweet. Cut out the road, dress I'm about to pull up to me. Let's play. You go first, you or me. You or me.